மடந்தை கேளிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமெழில் தெக்கணமும் மதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே. Thank you.
Rise to light Kuthuvalakku to spread divine energy.
Years of research experience. He serves as a nodal placement officer of Madurai Kamaraj University, the dean in charge of College Development Council, coordinator, non-Mudalvan program and University Management Information System. He also serves as a coordinator, Government of Tamil Nadu Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation Institution Hub. May I request Dr. P. Kannadasan to come forward and deliver the welcome address.
வணக்கம் வணக்கம். It starts with the Tirukural. இதனை இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்றாய்ந்து அதனை அவன் கண்விடல். Hope you know the meaning of this. A right man for the right job is selected through a thorough perception and persuasion. Yes, we have brought a right person for this right symposium topic on Industry 5.0, navigating human-centric, sustainable and resilient dimension is none other than our chief guest. I wholeheartedly welcome Honorable K. Ashokvardhan Shetty, IAS, retired, former Vice-Chancellor, Indian Maritime University, Chennai. With immense pleasure and pride, I am here as head of the department for the Department of Management Studies, which is 45 years of his educational growth, which added credits to this glory of Madurai Kamaraj University, School of Business Studies. In this juncture, I wholeheartedly welcome the chairperson of this School of Business Studies, Professor Dr. M. Sivakumar, Department of Entrepreneurship, as well as the School of Business Studies, former registrar of our university. I wholeheartedly welcome various professors from various institutions. Initially, I welcome my well-wisher, my friend, Dr. C. Muthuvilayadam, Professor and Head of Department of Management Studies, Alagappa University. I welcome the head of the Department of Meenakshi College. I welcome the head of the Department of Tyagaraja School of Management. I welcome the head of the Department of Madurai Kamaraj University College. I welcome the former principal of Madurai Kamaraj University College, Dr. Bhuneshwaran. I welcome the Youth Welfare Director, Dr. Velangani Joseph, as well as I welcome all my fellow faculties, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Deepa, Dr. Palnivel Rajan, and Dr. Muthu Krishnan, my research fellows as well as research associates, as well as the instrumental for this function is my family friend, as well as the public relation officer of a multinational company, Mr. Shankar Ganesh, as well as I wholeheartedly welcome each and every students who have been gathered here. That particular topic which we have been focusing today is the current scenario oriented topic. Industry 4.0 we have come across, and we are just now in this Industry 5.0, which is basically, we used to say in 4.0 the focus is on smart technologies like artificial intelligence and automation, whereas Industry 5.0 which integrate this, that is this smart technology with human creativity, that means synergizing human force and automation, that is machines. These particular things will be highly focused by our honorable chief guest today. Before going into this today, it's a ever remarkable and rememberable day in the history of Madurai Kamaraj University. Since we have a chief guest, Mr. Ashok Vardhan Shetty IAS retired, is a multi-facet personality. He is not only an administrative IAS officer, he is an academician. Yes, he started his career in 1989 as a registrar of Madras University, and he is an administrator. As an IAS officer, he had gone through nook and corner of all the portfolios in government of Tamil Nadu. Apart from that, he is also an advisor to the former Chief Minister Dr. Kalaignar as a secretary, as well as the present Chief Minister Muthuvel Karunanidhi Stalin as a principal secretary to when he was a Chief Minister, and even he is the advisor to the future Chief Minister also. So he is the only one personality who, as a IAS grade officer, who is traveling 3 generations of this Dravidian movement of this Tamil Nadu. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Moreover, he is an orator. He wrote so many books, so many articles, and published in so many journals. He was a special secretary to Dr. Kalaignar in the period of 1991 to 2001, and 2006 to 2011, he was the principal secretary of the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Department, as well as he was the principal secretary for Municipal Administration and Water Supply Department. I wish to conclude. தூங்கா நகரமான இந்த மாமதுரையை பூங்கா நகரமாக மாற்றி இன்று இருப்பதற்கு வித்திட்டவர் நம்மளுடைய இன்றைக்கு நமக்கெல்லாம் சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக இங்கே காட்சியளித்துக் கொண்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆற்றலாளர், வித்தகர், கல்வியாளர், பண்பாளர், இன்னும் அவர் படி மேலே சொல்ல வேண்டும் என்று சொன்னால் எங்களது இதயம் கவர்ந்த முதல்வரின் முதன்மையானவர். வாழ்த்த வயதில்லை, தங்களை வணங்கி வரவேற்கிறேன். ஆகவே மேடையில் இருப்போரும் எனக்கு முன்னாலே இருக்கக்கூடிய மாணவர்களும் ஒரு நிமிடம் இறந்து நின்றுக்கு அவருக்கு இருக்கரம் கூப்பி அவரை கைதட்டி வரவேற்பதிலே உள்ளபடியே இந்த பல்கலைக்கழகம் மிகவும் கௌரவிக்கப்படுகிறது. It is added a soul to the crown of Madurai Kamaraj University. Today, that's what I told. It's a remarkable day, remarkable day, remarkable day. இதனை இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்றாய்ந்து அதனை அவன் கண் விடல் என்று சொல்வதற்கு காரணம் 5.0 என்ற சொல்லக்கூடிய இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி 5.0 நடைமுறை. that means those people who are going to practice this 5.0, these are all the administrative people, MBA students of various institutions of affiliated to Madurai Kamaraj University, Anna University, students of Madurai, MBA students, around 220 students are here, sir. They are going to bring forth this industry 5.0. So you are the right person to put your thought-provoking voice to this pillars of this future creators of this university as well as this universe. So you are the right person to bring forth this focus of this in national symposium. I once again thank my fellow faculty members who have been associated with me for this past 1 month for making this program success. I thank the university authorities. I especially thank the convener for giving this opportunity, registrar for organizing this, engineering team for coordinating this, as well as other fellow faculty members, and my dear students. Kindly have a keen observation over this key personality speech. Hope this day will be a rememberable day in your life. As I conclude, I pray Goddess Meenakshi and my Guru Somappa to bless you all, as well as this symposium to be a great successful. Once again, I thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your welcome address. Reveal the appropriateness of our guest to this occasion. Thank you, sir.
We are truly honored to have Mr. K. Ashok Vadan Shetty as our chief guest today, whose presence would bring laurels to the event. May I now invite our respected head of the department, Dr. P. Kannadasan, to honor the chief guest, the shawl and a memento as a token of gratitude and respect. Thank you, sir. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome Dr. N. Shivakumar, Chairperson, School of Business Studies. We are honored by your presence here, sir. May I now request our Assistant Professor, Dr. K. Chandrasekharan, Department of Management Studies, to come forward and present a token of appreciation to our esteemed Chairperson. Thank you, sir.
Dr. M. Sivakumar, Professor and Head Department of Entrepreneurship Studies, Chairperson School of Business Studies, Madurai Kamaraj University, is having 28 years of teaching and research experience. He is the former Registrar in charge of Madurai Kamaraj University. He occupied various administrative positions as Registrar in charge, Director of Constituent Colleges, MKU Hostels, UGC MMTTC Program Coordinator, Anna Centenary IAS Coaching Academy of Madurai Kamaraj University. He has served as a research guide and produced 15 Ph.D. scholars. It's with great honor that I invite Dr. M. Shivakumar, Chairperson, School of Business Studies, Madurai Kamaraj University, to deliver their felicitation address.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். At the outset, I would like to thank the administration of Madurai Kamaraj University, the convener committee, the registrar, and other officials for making this event possible today. As Professor Kannadasan said, it's a great day for us, for the people, those who are associated with management studies in and around Madurai. The chief guest of the day, Mr. K. Ashok Vadan Shetty, IAS. Professor Kannadasan told a lot about the chief guest today, and really we are happy and we are proud to have you today here, sir. Thank you for your presence today, sir. Professor Kannadasan, Head Department of Management Studies, School of Business Studies. Dr. Chandrasekharan, Dr. Deepa, Dr. Palnivel Rajan, Dr. Muthukrishnan of the same department, and other faculty members from different departments of Madurai Kamaraj University, different head of the departments from associated institutions of Madurai Kamaraj University and Anna University, dear students. So, to give a felicitation address, we need to give some kind of input to you, right? So, the topic of this national symposium is Industry 5.0. So, if it is 5.0, definitely there will be 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0, right? How many of you are having an idea about Industry 1.0? When it was happened? Any one of you? So no issues. I will give the answer to you. Okay. Actually, the 5 industrial revolutions started to happen in the 17th century. Okay. In 1784, the Industry 1.0 happened. So at that time, the main focus was mechanization and the introduction of steam and water procedures. Okay. So you know very well that at that time the steam engines, other things, appo adha vandu periya focus irundhathu. So 17th century. So that time we called as a industrial revolution or Industry 1.0. And after that, in 1870, Industry 2.0 was happened. So at that time, main focus was on mass production and assembly units using the electrical power. So in the first revolution, steam power. In the second revolution, electrical power. And in the Industry 3.0, it happened in 1969. At that time, automation of production, computers and IT. So that was the focus in 3.0. And today we are in Industry 4.0. And the main focus is relevant to smart factories and autonomous systems, IoT and other artificial intelligence relevant aspects. So what will be the focus on 5.0? So that is the main theme of this national symposium today. So actually in Industry 5.0, we are expecting a mass customization. Okay. In the earlier version, Industry 1.0, mass production was there. In 5.0, we are expecting mass customization with the help of cyber and physical combination. It means human and robo combination. So even today we can see a lot of developments in artificial intelligence which is supportive to human force. So people are saying that when artificial intelligence is coming, human role will be down and there will be no work for human being. It is not like that. So artificial intelligence and natural intelligence join hands together. So that is the Industry 5.0, right? And what are the major benefits out of this 5.0 is customization, another one is upskilling, okay? Then better roles for human beings, and then enhanced customer experience, and finally coexistence of humans and robots. So these are all the focus of 5.0, right? And I believe definitely in the further sessions the experts will give you more inputs relevant to that, and especially our chief guest is an expert in this area, so that we can expect more idea from this chief guest. And once again I thank all the members behind this event and the authorities of Madurai Kamaraj University and the Department of Management Studies under the headship of Professor Kannadasan and all the supportive staffs and all the institutions. You send your students for this particular event, and I wish this program a great success. Thank you so much.
Yes, so it's a long awaited time. Mr. K. Ashok Vardhan Shetty is a former Vice-Chancellor of the Indian Maritime University, Chennai, a central university under the Ministry of Shipping. Before assuming charge as the Vice-Chancellor, Shetty was a member of the Indian Administrative Services, Tamil Nadu cadre of the 1983 batch. Prior to his retirement from Indian Administrative Services, he held a number of key assignments including Registrar, University of Madras, Director of College Education, District Collector Viluppuram, Director of Rural Development, Managing Director Tamil Nadu State Marketing Corporation, Secretary, Chief Minister's Secretariat, Principal Secretary Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Department, Principal Secretary Municipal Administration and Water Supply, among others. Successful project implementation was his forte. He was commended by the government of Tamil Nadu several times. Shetty has published several articles on public administration, management, e-government, popular science and popular mathematics in leading English and Tamil publications such as The Hindu Center for Politics and Public Policy, The Hindu Tamil, The Hindustan Times, Indian Express, The Hindu Business Line, Deccan Herald, Deccan Chronicle, The Times of India and Science Today. So we are honored to have him as a chief guest today. May I now request Mr. Shetty to deliver his address.
Professor Kannadasan, Professor Sivakumar, other dignitaries on the dais, members of the faculty, and my dear students. Good morning to all of you. It's an absolute privilege to be part of today's National Symposium organized by the Department of Management Studies of the esteemed Madurai Kamaraj University. When Dr. P. Kannadasan met me, I congratulated him on the choice of Industry 5.0 as the topic for the symposium. While most Indian universities tend to lag behind in adopting industry trends, and India is yet to fully embrace Industry 4.0, today's topic is refreshingly ahead of the curve. Dear students, the world you are about to enter as future corporate leaders, professionals, and entrepreneurs is vastly different from the world in which your parents grew up. Technology is advancing at a breakneck speed, and job roles are evolving faster than ever. I was not sure if all of you present here truly understand what Industry 5.0 means, but Professor Sivakumar has given you an introduction. I would like to repeat the points. Before we explore Industry 5.0, let us take a quick look at how we got here through various 4 previous industrial revolutions that changed the world. Imagine a world where everything was done manually. Then came Industry 1.0 from the late 18th century to mid 19th century, powered by the steam engine, which ushered in the age of mechanization, factories and railways. Next, Industry 2.0 from late 19th century to mid 20th century introduced electricity, the internal combustion engine and the assembly line, making mass production and mass transportation faster and easier. Then Industry 3.0 from mid 20th century to end 20th century arrived, where computers and early robotics reduced human effort and made industries faster and smarter. We are currently in Industry 4.0 or the digital revolution, early 21st century till date. Its key components are artificial intelligence, AI, Internet of Things, IoT, big data, and cloud computing. Powered by these tools, today's machines don't just work. They think, they analyze, and they predict. AI-driven automation has today become the new reality. Please note that Industry 4.0 is not confined to manufacturing. It spans multiple sectors such as agriculture, healthcare, education, and finance. Please also note that while the first two industrial revolutions lasted about 100 years each, the third revolution lasted about 50 years, and the fourth revolution lasted only 25 years. And now we enter Industry 5.0, whose key themes are human-AI collaboration, ethical responsibility, sustainability, and personalization. Like Industry 4.0, it spans multiple sectors. Unlike Industry 4.0, which focused on automation, Industry 5.0 is about collaboration between humans and machines. The future of work is not about humans versus machines. It is about humans and machines working together to achieve extraordinary things. Further, AI and robots can do repetitive tasks very efficiently and process vast amounts of data, but they lack moral judgment and can be programmed to do things unethically. They also lack emotional intelligence, empathy, and transparency. Industry 5.0 seeks to correct these shortcomings by subjecting AI to human oversight and ethics to ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability. Moreover, in this age of climate change, Industry 5.0 prioritizes sustainability, eco-friendly production, and waste reduction. As Professor Sivkumar already mentioned, Industry 5.0 also makes industries move from mass production to mass customization, allowing you to design your own things. I will leave it to the other speakers at this symposium to delve into how Industry 5.0 is reshaping multiple sectors. In the rest of my talk today, I will focus on the driving force behind the various industrial revolutions, behind every breakthrough in history in this rapidly transforming world. The common thread linking them all is continuous learning and creative thinking. These will be the two takeaway lessons for you from my talk. Dear students, your first takeaway lesson is that you should be a continuous learner. The famous British physicist Sir Arthur Eddington was once asked by a girl at a party as to what he was doing. "I study physics," replied Eddington. The girl responded, "Oh my, you're still studying physics? I finished studying physics last year." Most of us make the same mistake as this girl. We think that we have finished our studies once we leave our college or university. Whereas the truth is that learning is a lifelong process. Education is not a destination, but a road we travel by all our lives. There is another story, probably apocryphal, about Albert Einstein. He is supposed to have once set a physics exam paper in which all the questions were repeated verbatim from the previous year's question paper. When the students pointed this out, Einstein said, "The questions may be the same, but the answers have changed." What Einstein meant was that physics had advanced a great deal during the past 1 year. In today's fast-changing world, knowledge is constantly evolving and skills can quickly become outdated. Any person who doesn't update himself in his field will become a modern-day dinosaur and will soon be out of a job or out of business. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, IT professionals, and virtually everyone in every profession must keep pace with advancements. In a world of constant change, continuous learning is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. In any organization, you will find two categories of people. A few who are always eager to learn new things, and many who have stopped learning and become intellectual deadwood. It is obvious to which category you should belong. Every successful person I know of is someone who is passionately curious, who keeps asking questions like a 5-year-old child, and who is a continuous learner. We stop growing physically after a particular age, but there is no limit to our mental growth. As Henry Ford famously said, anyone who stops growing is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Now there is a lot of fear that AI will replace jobs, but the truth is that AI is more likely to redefine jobs rather than eliminate them. While AI automates repetitive tasks, it will create new roles in AI development, data science, cybersecurity, and ethical AI governance. The key lies in reskilling and upskilling yourself so that you are prepared for an AI-driven job market. When I was in the IAS, I used to give my junior colleagues 4 tips which I believe are equally applicable to managers in the private sector. 1. Improve your skills of oral and written communication. All successful managers are good communicators. 2. Have a good understanding of finance. I've seen a good number of top managers who have a blind spot where finance is concerned, which makes them look silly. 3. Be proficient in IT. Of course, you are not expected to be a coder or a programmer, but you must be an intelligent user of IT, and you are expected to be aware of the latest developments in the IT regarding your sector. 4. Have a good knowledge of law. While ignorance of finance and IT may make you look silly, ignorance of law can land you in jail and mess up your organization in a big way. You cannot be a good CEO or entrepreneur if you are deficient in any of these 4 areas. Dear students, your second takeaway lesson is that you should develop the skill of original thinking or creative thinking. Why do people rave about Rajinikanth, Shah Rukh Khan or Tom Cruise? Because they are original. There is something unique about each of them. Nobody respects copycats. Whether in the arts, sciences or business, originality is what earns administration. So always try to do something original, something creative, something different in a positive sense. Think of it this way. When you see a new movie or eat in a new restaurant or buy a new gadget, what is the biggest letdown? If they are run-of-the-mill, lacking anything to distinguish them from the rest. The same holds true for you when you step into a job interview, seek a promotion, or pitch a business idea to a bank. You will be judged on how original you are, how you stand out from the rest. Let me share some powerful examples of creative thinking in action. There was a time when computers could be operated only by tech geeks. Steve Jobs changed that by introducing the Macintosh, the first computer with a graphical user interface and a mouse that could be operated even by laymen. He didn't stop there. He gave us a host of user-friendly products such as the iMac, the iPod, the iPad, the iPhone, and iCloud. Steve Jobs should be your role model for creativity. There was a time when watching a movie meant renting a DVD. Then came Netflix asking, what if people could watch whatever they want, whenever they want, from home? That question killed video rental business and gave birth to on-demand streaming. Today Netflix is a major producer of original content and has reshaped the entertainment industry. There was a time when taking a taxi used to be frustrating. Long waits, high costs, limited availability. Then came Uber. It didn't invent taxis, it reinvented them by asking, what if we connect drivers and riders through an app? The result, a global transportation revolution. Creativity is not limited to tech giants or to the digital world. Consider these everyday examples. The wheel was invented way back in 3500 BC. But strangely, nobody thought of putting wheels under suitcases till about 45 years ago. And people used to carry heavy suitcases by hand with great effort. Today we have trolleys, that is suitcases with wheels under them, making travel effortless. A Japanese shampoo company faced a problem. Empty bottles occasionally made it past inspection, annoying customers. While some managers proposed expensive solutions such as X-ray scanning or infrared scanning, one employee suggested a simple fix. Place a fan by the conveyor belt, rotating at just enough speed to blow away empty plastic bottles, but not bottles filled with shampoo. This is creativity at work. Let me tell you the story of Malcolm McLean, an American truck driver who is perhaps the most important innovator you have never heard of. Till the 1950s, cargo had to be loaded and unloaded manually, piece by piece, onto ships, trains, and trucks, leading to delays, theft, and breakages. Malcolm McLean asked what if goods could stay in the same box across ships, trains, and trucks. In 1956, he conceived the idea of packing goods in standardized steel containers that could be loaded and unloaded by cranes and neatly stacked on ships, trucks, and trains. Containers protected the products from breakages and thefts. This simple innovation revolutionized logistics, reduced costs and time, improved efficiency, and boosted global trade. These examples show that creativity isn't limited to artists, musicians, writers, scientists, or inventors. You can be creative in whatever you do. Yet, when we look around, we find that the vast majority of people are incapable of creative thinking. Why is this so? Every child is born creative, but society and education suppress that creativity. In the late 1960s, NASA commissioned Dr. George Land to test the creativity of 1,600 children over a long period of time. The study found that at age 5, 98% of the children scored at the genius level in creativity. By age 10, only 30% scored at the same level. By age 15, it dropped to 12%. Among adults, only 2% scored at the genius level. A major culprit is our education system, which often prioritizes conformity, standardized testing, and rote learning over creative thinking. Let me narrate the story of Carl Friedrich Gauss, one of the greatest mathematicians of all time. Once, when he was in a primary school in Germany, a teacher wanted to write a letter to his friend during class hours. To keep his students busy, he gave the students a problem. He said, add up all the numbers from 1 to 100. But no sooner did he begin writing his letter, Gauss stood up and said, sir, the sum is 5050. The teacher was sure that Gauss was playing a prank on him, so he asked him to get out of the class. 10 minutes later, the smartest of the remaining boys, adding all the numbers the hard way, stood up and said, sir, the sum is 5050. The teacher was astonished and called Gauss inside and asked him how he did it. Gauss told him, if you study the numbers, they form a pattern. The first number and the last number, 1 and 100, add up to 101. The second number and the second last number, 2 and 99, add up to 101. The third number and the third last number, 3 and 98, add up to 101. So the numbers from 1 to 100 can be grouped into 50 pairs, each of sum 101. The 50th pair being 50 and 51. So adding up all the numbers from 1 to 100 is like adding 101 50 times, which is multiplying 101 by 50, which is 5050. Now if you remember your school arithmetic, this is the well-known formula for the sum of the first n natural numbers, s is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. It was discovered by Carl Friedrich Gauss when he was in primary school. My point in telling this story is that even though Gauss made it big later, we don't know how many other children fell by the wayside. Their creativity smothered out of them by our education system. The great American orator Robert Greene Ingersoll rightly said, "Our educational system polishes the pebbles and dims the diamonds." This problem is particularly acute in India. Here students are encouraged to memorize and reproduce passages verbatim from textbooks rather than think originally. In 2001, I was sent by the Government of India to do an MBA at the University of Birmingham, UK. There I experienced a different approach. Students were expected to write answers in their own words. The university actually cut marks if you reproduce the book language. Exam questions were never direct. Many required deep analysis and original thinking. I'll narrate you the story of my marketing management paper. For the marketing management final exam, we were given 12 essay questions a month in advance and told that it was enough if we answered any 2 questions in the exam. But the questions were very difficult and vague. I went through the whole book and also searched for relevant articles in various management journals, but they were not of much help. So I complained to the marketing management lecturer about these questions. He replied, "Do you think I'm a fool to give you 12 questions 1 month in advance and ask you to answer just 2 of them? Each of these questions is like a mini thesis. You will have to think originally and write the answers entirely on your own, applying the concepts that you have learned." So I sat down, thought originally, and spent about 16 hours writing the answers to the 2 marketing management questions entirely in my own words. Later I reproduced these answers in the exam and got 80% marks. Though it was hard work, the exercise gave me great satisfaction and taught me the value of original thinking. Perhaps that was the only time in my life that I had actually thought originally. When you go out to work or start your own business, your success depends on your ability to think creatively. You must make a conscious and serious attempt to cultivate this skill while you are still a student and even later on the job. Employers value candidates who can think creatively. Dear students, Industry 5.0 is not the end. It's a milestone in an ever-evolving journey. More revolutions will come, but one truth remains constant. Continuous learning and creative thinking will always drive innovations and breakthroughs. AI can enhance efficiency, but it's your uniquely human creativity, your ability to think differently, spot opportunities, and solve problems that will set you apart. The future belongs to those who can work with AI while maintaining their uniquely human creative spark. I thank Professor Kannadasan and the Department of Management Studies for inviting me to be the chief guest today, and I wish this symposium all success. Thank you.
Dr. P. Deepa, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, Madurai Kamaraj University, has 20 years of teaching and research experience. She has guided 10 Ph.D. scholars. She is a soft skill trainer and passionate about training rural students through personality development workshop. We cordially invite you to propose a formal vote of thanks, ma'am.
Thank you. A very warm greetings to one and all present here. I deem it my privilege to propose a vote of thanks at this juncture. We are truly grateful to the chief guest, Mr. Ashok Vardhan Shetty, for taking the time to enlighten us on the fascinating and ever-evolving world of technology advancements, artificial intelligence, and human-centric innovation. Your insights into how AI is transforming industries while keeping the human experience at the core were thought-provoking, sir. Your ability to simplify complex concepts and present them in such an engaging manner has given us all a deeper understanding of the opportunities and challenges in this digital age. We appreciate your vision of future where technology and human values work hand in hand, sir. Also, I'd like to recollect the key takeaways he insisted upon, like continuous learning is one and the other one is original thinking. He also said originality earns administration. So thank you for this powerful messages, sir, which should stay long ever after. Thank you, sir. A special word of appreciation to Dr. P. Kannadasan, who recognized the importance of the theme, identified an appropriate resource person, and he was determined and very, he took lots of efforts in bringing such a distinguished speaker. Thank you very much, Professor. I would like to extend my gratitude to the University Administration, the Registrar, Professor Ramakrishnan, the Chairperson, Professor Shivakumar, also Head of the Department of Entrepreneurship Studies. We have all other professors from various departments of the university and professors from various colleges affiliated to Madurai Kamaraj University, Professor Dr. Muthuvela from Anna University, and other distinguished guests among us. I extend a very warm and sincere thanks to all present here. Also, I would like to thank the organizers and my own professor friends of our department, Dr. Chandrasekharan, Dr. Palnivel Rajan, Dr. Muthuvela and other research scholars present here. And most importantly, I would like to thank our audience for being very good audience, listening very seriously and receptive about whatever delivered. Thank you once again. Sincere thank you, Mr. Shetty, for sharing your knowledge and inspiring us to embrace technology while keeping humanity at the forefront. We hope to have the pleasure of hearing from you again in the future, sir. Thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Let's all stand up for, so we shall call it a day, and please join us for lunch after this event. Thank you.